¿Qué onda? This is Hector Canales bringing you another quick unboxing review of the 2022 Stranger Things Fright Features Series 2 by Bandai. My daughter and I unboxed the Series 1 figures for our little show Daddy Daughter Retro Review here on this YouTube channel. Series 1 consisted of only two figures, 11 and Dustin. Not only did we unbox and review them, but we went in depth comparing them to the original 1987 The Real Ghostbusters Fright Feature action figures by Kenner. Both figure toy lines complement each other wonderfully, and if you think this Stranger Things toy line is too small to care to collect, I suggest picking up a ton of Real Ghostbusters to expand the toy world. And getting a few vehicles and playsets wouldn't hurt either. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Since my daughter and I have already gone in depth and compared the packaging and action figures in that video, I'm gonna do a quick overview of these figures and go straight into the unboxing. So Series 2 continues with the theme of numbering each packaging. 11 was number 1, Dustin number 2. And Series 2 has the same exact background, but of course with the new animation of these characters. I've kept 11 and Dustin still in their packaging because I didn't want to lose the Demogorgon pieces. Just like Series 1, each one of these figures comes with a Demogorgon piece. Except for Mike, he actually comes with 2 pieces, and Lucas, who comes with his wrist rocket. The animation of the character on the side is really cool. Just like Series 1, all these figures have the same animation, same art, same info on the back of the card. But for Series 1, we got these blank spaces, but they're still numbered 3, 4, 5, Mike, Lucas, Will. And on these ones, we don't have any more blank spaces. It seems like Series 2 might be the last of these Stranger Things Fright Features. And that's kind of sad because I really wanted to get Hopper and Steve. But like I stated in the Daddy Daughter Retro Review of Series 1 unboxing, you can probably use some of the Ghostbusters as stand-ins for those characters. I'm actually gonna unbox them by number. So we're gonna start off with Mike. I like to smell my figures. Unfortunately, it doesn't smell like anything. So here's Mike, easy to pop off. Got his Demogorgon legs and the detail on it. It's really good. Wow, now I'm really anticipating how he's gonna look all put together. So Mike looks pretty weird because of those eyes, and I get it, it's for his eyes to pop out, but still it doesn't look good at all. The rest of the figure, it looks fantastic. This looks really, really good, but those eyes just almost ruined the whole figure. Let's check out his articulation. He's got no articulation at the head. He's got kind of articulation at the arms, but they're for his action. And then he's got articulation at the legs. Almost does a split. And I heard him crack right there. I'm a little scared now. Let's check out his action. You pull up his arms and his eyes pop out. A la Fright Features Peter Venkman.
not as cool. He looks like he's turning into a Demogorgon. And now Lucas, who comes with the torso of the Demogorgon and his wrist rocket. He is the only figure in the whole line that actually comes with an accessory for him to hold, even though they all have hands to hold something. This might be the best figure in the series, but we haven't looked at Will closely. All the figures have accurate attire from season 1. Doesn't have articulation at the head. If you move his arms, his right arm is part of the whole action that he has, and he doesn't have articulation at his right leg, and the articulation at the left leg is used for his action. This is a la Ghostbusters Fright Features Winston Sedmore, which I actually don't own anymore, but I do have Police Academy's Larvell Jones. And these figures were made by Kenner, just like the real Ghostbusters. Put in his wrist rocket, and he's ready to fight the Demogorgon as he screams for dear life. Lucas looks fantastic. I'm not sure about the likeness on the face, but the rest of it, like I mentioned, all these figures have great, accurate attire for season 1. I just wish he had more articulation. But that is pretty cool. And it's smooth, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. Yeah, that's actually a lot of fun. Looking at the detail of the Demogorgon's torso, it is incredible. The anticipation is mounting. Last but certainly not least, it's Will. And he comes with a Demogorgon head. And again, look at that. That is fantastic detail. For all these figures that come with this simplicity, the collect and build pieces are highly detailed. Here's Will, and his attire is wonderful. Just like season 1 Will, he's got that great smile, he's having a good time, and then let's use his action here. And he's in the upside down, and he's not having a good time no more. No head articulation, no real arm articulation because it's used for his action here, and his legs don't have any articulation, so he's kind of just like a little statue. I'm gonna bring in another Kenner figure that has the same action. You're not alone. So the detail on this face, the upside down face, is pretty gruesome. Especially because, well, so sweet. He looks like a Playmobil figure. Wow, no. My favorite from series 2 has to be Lucas. Although Mike has most of the articulation that you kind of want in a figure, he's missing some. This guy doesn't even really have any. Lucas not only comes with a weapon, the only weapon from all the figures, but that action is really smooth. And now that I've unboxed all these figures, let's take out the Series 1 figures once again so we can finally connect the Demogorgon. So we'll take the torso first. Take one of the legs. Doesn't seem to snap on. Take his arm. Difficult to get these pieces in. And now? There we go. And he's not very big. He's about the same height as all the other figures. It's a little disappointing. The height just doesn't seem to be as menacing, but he looks pretty good. I just wish all the pieces connected properly. It feels like they're gonna come off almost. I just hope it doesn't break. Well, let's look at the articulation on the Demogorgon. He has no articulation at the head, nothing on his mouth. His arms have articulation, his legs have articulation, and that's just 4 points of articulation, but he does look pretty great, except for his height. Unless you kind of do this, and it makes him look a lot bigger. On my final analysis, I gotta say these figures are great. Throwback styled figures. They look pretty cool. Some are better than others. They are like having the old Ghostbusters in your hands and popping them open once again. And they're easily available. They are Target exclusives, and they're pretty easy to find. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to watch Daddy Daughter Retro Review, where we unbox Series 1 to get the full feel of these figures.